F1 and welcome back to some more F1 2020 here on this channel, and welcome to the first part of my career walkthrough starting my team. So a lot of this is about creating our team today. Please sit back and enjoy.
Welcome to my team. Here you'll experience the world of Formula One not only as a driver but as the owner of a brand new F1 team. First things first, let's choose your character. Great. Now, let's set up some of the key details of your new team. We'll start with an easy one. What name would you like to give the team?
What should I call my team? I think I'm going to call it the same name I've chosen my team on a set of Corsa Competizione, and I'm going with the Goonies. So let's type that in quickly.
Nice. Now, some kind of income stream is critical, so we need to sign a primary sponsor. Our primary sponsor will pay a signing bonus to the team up front. This is vital to cover the early investments we need to make. They will also provide valuable weekly income for us. Each sponsor has a goal that they want the team to achieve. If we hit that goal, the sponsor will pay us an additional goal bonus.
Right, so we have to be sensible with the sponsor we choose. So we want to go with the one that has a decent goal bonus, but weekly income that's pretty decent. I think the best one to go for is, I think it's Slingshot Fuel.
Now we've got a budget to work with. Our car won't be going anywhere fast without a power unit. So let's sign a power unit supplier now. We need both performance and durability from our power unit, but we also need to balance the books. We're going to have a lot of other areas to invest our cash into.
Right, again, we've got to be sensible. There's no point going for Mercedes or Ferrari. It's got to be between Honda or Renault. I think I'm going to go Renault. Yeah, let's go Renault.
Key partners for our team now, but we still need a teammate for you. These are the drivers available to be your first teammate. They all have their own strengths and weaknesses, so consider everything when deciding who to hire. Drivers earn acclaim based on their performances. When a driver earns enough acclaim, they will level up. The higher a driver's level, the more acclaim they will earn for their current team. And remember, the faster the team levels up, the faster our income will increase. The higher a driver's experience, the more resource points are earned to spend on vehicle upgrades. Racecraft is the driver's skill to effectively complete overtakes when opportunities arise. Awareness shows the driver's ability to avoid errors and incidents. Pace describes the driver's ability to set competitive lap times. Rating is a summary of the driver's overall skill level.
I think there's only one to go for, and that is Mick Schumacher. So that's who we're going to go for.
Power unit supplier and teammate. Go ahead and confirm if you're happy.
Right, I am happy with that. So we got Slingshot Fuel, Renault, and Mick Schumacher.
We can add more sponsors to the
Right, we've got to livery next.
And don't worry, we can edit our look at any time from HQ.
Right, I don't really need to create a livery just yet because I got the Schumacher edition. So there is some excellent ones on here. And let's have a look. So we got these Michael Schumacher ones. Oh, gold. Oh, that looks fantastic. That is the one. Wow. That is one hell of a livery. That is going to look awesome out there against some of the other cars. Thank you very much.
Select an existing badge, edit it, or create one from scratch.
Right, so we've got to choose a team badge. Let's see if there's any on here that we can use. Again, it's something I may edit and design later on because you can come back to this, so that is not an issue. So let's see if there's any that we can use. Oh, this one down the bottom looks okay because it's got a G for the Goonies. Yeah, that will do for now.
Last but not least, we need to pick team colours for the rest of our branding. You'll see these colours throughout HQ.
Right, so for the first line, let's go British Racing Green because I love that colour. That looks awesome. Right, second one. I reckon we should go with a nice red. Yeah, that looks cool. And for the final colour, let's go with a sort of purpley colour. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Whoops, don't want to be doing that. Yep, I like that. So those are our team colours.
Everything we need. You can go back and edit anything we've done so far, and we'll come back here at the start of each season. But if you're ready to go, hit advance to head to Team HQ, and we can start our push to the top of Formula One.
Lucky in my first impressions video, I did actually test the car on 80%, and I decided in that video I'm going with 90%. Now my car's not going to be as good as some of the others anyway, and we have to progress through. So 90% is a decent place to start from. It's still going to be very, very challenging. So let's get straight into the start of this career. I'm really looking forward to this. This is an awesome career feature they've added. So much in depth. There's so much, and there's still much more to go through. So we're going to have to get into that now. Now we have to go through interview questions. Let's get straight into this now.
Okay, we're live in 5, 4, 3.
Hello folks, and welcome to the HQ of Formula One's newest team. We've been invited backstage to gain an exclusive insight into what could be one of the most exciting entries in the sport for many years. Now, we've seen a number of new teams enter the sport over the last decade, amongst their number Manor, Caterham, HRT and of course Haas. And while some have proved to be successful, others have morphed into different teams and some have disappeared completely. What marks this team out, though, as being something different is that its owner is also its driver. Now, there's a rich history of that in Formula One too. Sir Jack Brabham, John Surtees, Graham Hill and Bruce McLaren all drove their own cars in the sport, but it has become increasingly rare in recent years. What's very special about this team, though, is that while the team itself is new to Formula One, so too is its driver and owner.
Whatever happens this season, you've already made the history books. Tell me, do you feel up to the mammoth task of both managing and driving for a Formula One team?
Let's have a look at these. I think this isn't just about me. This is about my team, and I'm behind them 100%. Together, we are unstoppable. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Every team needs two drivers. But what was it that drew you to your teammates?
I've seen what they can do on paper, and I see a lot of potential in them. I think that would be a good one to go for.
No one aims to finish bottom of the table. Who's the team you're aiming to beat?
I think Haas, we're looking for a strong last season. I think I think that would be about right.
How are you expecting the car to feel out on track?
Making the car responsive as possible of our main goals. Yeah, that one I do. Oh, they noticed that, so that's he answered right there.
Both on and off the track. How are you planning to catch up to them?
I think, yeah, that one. It's going to be tough. Yeah, basically we've got to see what the car's like, don't we? Really.
How have you ensured that your car can take advantage of each opportunity that comes your way?
We've developed an incredibly light car. I think that one would be, yep, they're going to like that.
And finally, which of your new departments are you most proud of?
Our power unit department really has to hit the ground running. Yep, power unit is very important, so that is the one. Yeah, they're going to be happy with that. Good.
Well,
interview over. Thank you very much.
Here we will see how this fledgling team fares in its first Grand Prix.
Okay, great, thank you. That's a wrap.
Great interview, boss. You nailed exactly what the team's been working on. When you've got time, check the R&D tree to see our current progress and where we think there's room for more. And while you're at it, why not take a stroll around HQ and check on how the team's doing?
I will do exactly that. So let's have a look at this. So we got facilities, R&D, vehicle. Let's have a look. So obviously when you build up some money, you can spend money on these areas. So, oh, look at that. That car looks so good in gold. So we haven't got enough funds for any of these. But there's loads of... Oh, how cool is that? You can... Personnel, marketing. So you can improve all these areas. There is so much in depth on this game. I am so impressed with this career mode. This is definitely a step up from last year. And obviously R&D. Hopefully we have got some points to spend. Yes, we have. We got 1,000. Well, let's see where we can spend them. So I think aerodynamics. Should we spend it on the aerodynamics? Yeah, always. Let's go for the aerodynamics. And that leaves us 450. Have we got enough to spend anything on anything else? Nope. So probably not going to have any funds to... Nope. Well, that's a shame. So we've managed to upgrade something at least. But obviously with the practicing, if we do all the loads of the tests, we can build up some more. And maybe we can spend a little bit more before the start of the first race. So this is all the vehicle, all the parts. And obviously you can add other sponsors. So excited for this. Right, let's advance.
Between races to the fullest extent, and that's where these activities come in. Manage everyone's time as efficiently as possible to maximize the team's performance.
This is going to take a while to get my head around. There's so much stuff to get involved in on this game. And let's have a look at our messages. Yep. That looks good. And that started advancing. So we've got weekly resources. Oh, we've got our car reveal. Oh, let's have a look at this. This is going to be awesome. Let's unveil our car. Here we go. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I haven't been this excited about an F1 game. This is just brilliant. It gets you so involved in every different part to what they do in real life. And that's what you want from a game. So much progression. This is going to take a long time to build up. And this is so rewarding as well. Right, so let's try and do something with our time. So I mean, I don't understand a lot of this. I'm going to have to work this out. So pre-season. And obviously you get benefits from this. Yeah, should we go for that one? Yeah, let's use our time. Pre-season advertisement campaign. And advance the time again. And we're gaining money. And now we're to race weekend. So we're going to be heading to Australia. This is what I've been waiting for. So let's get straight into our first practicing and our first test of our new team and our car. Right, last year I didn't do enough of the practicing and building up those R&D points, and they're so important in the career. So we've got 3 practice sessions, qualifying and the race. So we're going to make sure we're going to do as many of those tests. We need to get the grips of this car. It's not as if we're jumping to an established car. This car, we've got no idea how it's going to handle, and we've got to build it up from the ground upwards. So let's get straight into the first practice, get a grips of our car. We might not do the race in today's episode, because the episode is already quite long with all this learning about the new team. But let's see. Let's do some of the tests at least.
Morning, boss. Jeff here. Thanks again for bringing me on board. You've found a lot of talented people for this team. I can't wait to see what we can accomplish. Our journey to the Constructors' Championship starts here today, and the car is ready to head out whenever you are.
In the unforgiving world of Formula One, free practice sessions are a vital part of any Grand Prix weekend. During your F1 career, you'll be able to utilise these sessions to complete practice programmes, which will help you learn the track and earn you points that can be invested in developing your car. You'll also be able to adjust your car setup over the course of these sessions to try and find those extra fractions of a second. The sporting regulations dictate that after each free practice session, you'll have to hand back 2 sets of your dry tyre allocation for the weekend, so get the most out of them while you can.
Right, so that gives you a good idea how to use the garage, and that is very important to use all these practice sessions for so many different things and the setup. Now I'm going to try and do some of these tests because it's important to build up those R&D points. So we're going to try at least 2 or 3 of these before the end of the episode, and I think I'll do my first race in the next episode. But anyway, let's get straight into it. Right, so here we go with our first experience in our car, and I do like the gold. I'm so stoked about that livery. Thank you, Michael Schumacher edition. That looks fantastic. Right, so the target lap time is a 1:24.307. And let's see if this car can achieve that. And here we go. Got no idea how this car's going to handle. So this is going to be just a case of trial and error. So here we go. I mean, Australia isn't my strongest. Ooh, don't crash on your first lap. No, that was okay. And it's been quite a while since I've been around Australia. And again, just taking it steady. And this, oh, there's a lot of understeer on this car. But we didn't adjust the setup, so I'm not expecting anything perfect. It's going to be a long, hard road to get this car up to the standard of some of the really good teams like Mercedes and Ferrari. So expect several seasons to even get close to them. So we're going to be fighting down with the bottom teams. So you're going to see a lot of results in the bottom half. But that's where we're at. And that's where we got to improve. We've got to fight with them guys down the bottom. But I'm excited even about that. Any battle is better than no battle, isn't it, in motor racing? And sometimes some of the battles at the back are more exciting than the ones at the front. And it's not too bad through there. And this has been quite a decent first lap. I'm surprised at this. This car is not too bad. It's definitely understeer there for sure. And the braking's not of my liking. But are we going to achieve it first time? And, oh, only just. There you go. So target, yeah, 19th, yeah, I was sure it wasn't going to be that quick. So there you go. So let's try a different test, but that was okay. Right, let's try a different test. Should we try fuel management or tyre management?
In this program, we want you to focus on fuel-saving technique. Lift and coast through corner entry to save as much as you can while keeping under the minimum lap time.
God, dear, butchered that first corner. Right, so this is all about fuel management. So coasting through the corners and trying to save fuel. So let's see if we can do this. So this is 3 laps, and we have to be within a certain time. So 1:27.6. So we've got to try and coast, but stay at a decent pace. Now this is one area that you have to really learn on these games. Managing your fuel, very important. So let's see if we can manage that. So we're in the green bar at the moment. Let's just try and back off the accelerator as much as we can. Oh God, we're really close to the red. And we've also got to be aware of that time as well, so because we've got to achieve the lap, and we've got to do 3 laps as well. But like I said, these tests are very, very important for the R&D points. So and just coast through there, backing off, and we're still slightly up on the time. Let's try and manage this. And again, just backing off. You didn't really want that cone, did you? And that's okay. And, oh, this is going to be extremely tight. We're only slightly up on the time. And the tough corners are coming up. This one I always get thrown out by. And the final corner is the hardest. Don't muck it up, don't muck it up. Oh, that wasn't great, but I will take that. Oh, this is going to be tight. Are we going to achieve the first lap? Oh, yes, we are. So we've done the first lap, but we've got to do 2 more. So that is good fuel saving. Let's see if we can achieve it again. So this is a really good skill to learn. Coasting through those turns. And again, just backing off. But this car does understeer so badly. Let me know what car you went with, guys. I bet there was some that went for Ferrari and Mercedes, but you can't. You know, you wouldn't have had any funds to buy a decent driver. And I think Mick Schumacher was the best out of the lot. So at least we got a good teammate, and that's the best way to level up quick, as they said. So this has really been about a bit of a tutorial video today, just a sort of an opening to my team on the channel, and in the next episode we will do the rest of the practice sessions and the race, a 15-lap race around here. I think if I was going to do all the practice sessions and the race today, I think the video would have been over an hour. So, and I wanted to get it out today, so let's just finish off this test, and we're up on the time here. Can we just achieve it? Oh, that wasn't too bad through there. And this is feeling pretty decent on the wheel as well, I must admit. I did have difficulty on the last one, 2019, and I had to do a lot of research to find out the best wheel setup, but I haven't adjusted anything and it feels pretty decent. And I'm using the Thrustmaster T300 GT edition with the TM Formula 1 wheel, so rim, so yeah, it feels pretty decent. Oh, just butchered that corner a bit. We need to coast, be careful. And this one's going to be hard. We need to get back into the green and keep that pace up. So the target isn't like unachievable, but yeah, we are sort of on a fine line here. And that is a section that I struggle on as well. I mean, you've got to grab the curbs. This is such a difficult circuit in the rain, I must admit. I've had so many crashes around Australia. And through here, trying to take that at pace. You always see a lot of crashes there. And we are slightly up on the time. If we can just manage this last few corners. Oh, this is going to be good. Oh, we're in the green as well, so we can push it now, because we can use what fuel we've got left. Stay off the curbs. Oh, nicely done. I will take that. Final corner. There you go. DRS on, and we have achieved it. There you go. It wasn't super quick, but we completed it, and we got some more R&D points. I think that might be the end of the session now. And it was the end of the first practice session. Now, that is going to be the end of the episode, guys. In the next episode, obviously, we've got some more practice sessions, and we've got the qualifying, and we got the race. Now, the fastest lap we put in was in that qualifying lap pace. We did a 124.2. Probably not going to be quick enough. I mean, once we get into the proper sessions, we're going to be right down the bottom, and we're going to be fighting with the bottom half. That's what you've got to expect. I think this was the right level to go in, 90%. And it's going to be a real challenge, but it's all about progression, building that team up. Hopefully our teammate is going to be half decent as well. He's got the name, but has he got the talent? We're going to find out. So in the next episode, guys, we're going to take on the next qualifying session. So I'm really looking forward to this. Let me know in the comments below what you're looking forward to. And I will be doing some other stuff as well. There's quite a few other game modes on the game. I will be doing some of the classic cars and some of the other tests just to get a real grips of the game. And we've actually earned some R&D points in that first practice session. And I'm going to go with durability. Now, there's one thing that I suffered a lot in my career in 2019 was the car breaking down. So we're going to make sure that we think ahead on that one. But look, we're not the bottom team, but it's going to take a while to get up that to the top. But I think this game, you can do up to 10 seasons. That is a long, hard slog. But I'm looking forward to taking on the challenge, and hopefully we can bring our team right up to the top. This is my team. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode when I take on my first race.